Hello there, this is SD, and we are going to continue the cycle today. We're going to try to get to number 22 with Engi A. We were able to win last time out with Zoltan B, and get to 3/4 of the way through the cycle. So we've only got 7 ships left. Engi A is probably one of the weaker ones available to us. It's got an ion to drone setup similar to Zoltan C rather, not Zoltan B. And this works reasonably well when enemies only have one shield bubble, although it doesn't target as damage as well as you would like it to. But it can struggle a little bit when you start fighting enemies with multiple shields. You can solve this by adding extra ions, and if you can get a drone recovery arm, that's quite a fun way to play, I find. Although it's strictly inferior to just using conventional weapons. Ideally, what you want to do before ships turn up with multiple shields is to get 2 conventional weapons to replace the Ion Blast 2, and then you can just transition to that, plus, you know, ideally hacking. But you can't always do that. So we'll see whether FTL allows us to do that. One nice thing about this ship is you can do some interesting early crew kill stuff, which can allow you to get a lot of drops, a lot of scrap, and get yourself rolling in the early game. Let's start. You have Engi Medbot dispersals to sell on the ship and to help you deal with borders. I still always swap my human and my Engi so that I have someone who actually knows how to fight. We have nebulas. Nebulas are not really ideal for this ship because you need 5 power to do any damage at all, because you have to run the Ion Blast and then the combat drone. And we only have 10 power, so in a half power situation, we can't really hope to run anything. Do I risk these? If I want to see this beacon, I kind of have to. I'll go here first and then decide. I think that is my best first path. Let's just make sure that everything is... Ideally, if I do that, I at least want like the shield buffer upgrade. I mean, not everything in a nebula is a half power battle, but some of them might be. Well, we have an outpost first off. That's very nice. Now, what I tend to want to do with this ship early on is you want to actually use the combat drone to pop shields and the Ion Blast to ionize weapons. And then you can take down dangerous weapons like this missile that was just about to fire. Now, eventually what will happen is that the combat drone will miss and the Ion Blast will hit, and then you'll start doing damage. But this actually gives you better targeting. Currently, we have yet to have that happen, because they keep dodging the ion shots when they've also dodged the drone shots, but here it has actually occurred. Yeah, I should have microed that. Whatever, they've taken a hit on their shields now, so we'll take 1 Artemis missile. And now the weapons are completely down. We should have this now. Yeah, their shields have burned out, so the combat drone is just going to rip them apart. So 2 damage for a double scrap reward. Very good. Start working on our shields immediately. Now I have to decide whether I risk these. I think that I do. And let's see. Actually, thinking on it, should I just go here? Sees a lot. If I go this way, my path is going to be what? Here, here, see that, there, and then there. If I go here, it's going to be here, and then probably there. And so I just miss 1 beacon. I'm going to gamble. And we should be okay here, I think. They've only got the single laser up. Now, we do have to take all of our defenses down, unfortunately. But we can maybe ionize their weapons and make it not matter. Could you please do this properly? Okay. So we've taken 2 damage here, but we've now hit their weapons with an actual shot, which means that's going to go down. And now we've got this. We could have probably taken less damage by microing the ion because it kept hitting shields and the combat drone was actually hitting the hull when it wasn't really all that valuable. But still, we won. We don't quite have enough scrap to upgrade our shields, but we need one more payout. Let's let our O2 recharge and jump out with our shields up. You know, there's a reasonable chance that any beacon that we go to will be reasonably safe. Hitting 2 straight low power battles in a row is not that likely. And most of the fights that you get, like some of them are skippable. So you could just, I would probably do that at this point. That fight wasn't skippable. Okay, well we got borders, that's fine. We still have our medbot dispersal. Let's run you two up here. Start venting over there. Get door control. That was 4 of them. Okay, you get out of there then. I just need to keep them until the O2 vents, which it already has. Good. Let's start venting my other stuff preemptively. I'm probably going to just run this guy into the med bay. In fact, let's just do that now. Just vent everything. They can come fight me in the med bay. I don't care if they put some random points of damage on systems because that just gives my Engi's repair skill. I might need to hold the guy in piloting for a moment, but actually it looks like we're going to kill this person before that happens, and then they're going to run in here and fight me. So, Nebula wasn't that bad. We'll get our shields up, but I want to just quickly look to see if that beacon up in the top right is a store or not. And we can't do that right yet. Let's fix everything. With double Engis, you do repair things very, very quickly on this ship. That is a nice bit. Although the fact that I tend to use when I'm piloting slightly reduces that, but you can swap things around in an emergency. Get my O2 back. Okay, no store up there, so we're just going to keep going, and we're going to upgrade our shields. You generally don't want an early store in Sector 1, with a few exceptions. This is definitely not one of the ships I feel like that you do want that. You would ideally get the store like right here or right here. So we want to go like here, there, and there. That sees most of the sector, and then there. That will see almost the entire sector. The only beacons we won't see will be that one and these, and we'll be far enough ahead that we can get those. And now that we have 4 shields, hopefully we'll start seeing some safe fights, and we can do ion killing on oxygen nonsense, like we can in this fight. We'll have to deal with their border first, which is unfortunately a mantis, but it's fine. Use our medbot dispersal. Even with the medbot dispersal, they're winning, but we will obviously train against this ship. I'm just waiting until the boarding situation is dealt with. We actually killed this guy. I think that person died. I'd need sensors to see. Yep, that person died. So we're going to get our people healed all the way up, and then we will fully train on all 3 of our primary skills, and then we're going to oxygen kill. But I will meet you back to show you how to do that when the training situation is done. Okay, we're back. I actually took the opportunity to cross-train, which I don't normally do, but given that we have an Ion Blast 2, which is extremely fast, and the second pilot we were training was a human, I felt it was worth it. And this way we can use, if we need to deal with borders, we can use the Engi in piloting, and otherwise we can go like this and have double Engi repair skill. So, we're going to shoot at the oxygen. I've already checked, they only have level 102. Can't see it there because I missed, but there you can see it. And what we're going to do is just shoot the Ion Blast 2 at O2. With max weapon training, you usually get 2 shots on O2 for every one that goes on shields. We get a little bit extra here because we were shooting shields while we were training our weapon skill. And this will basically build up big ion stacks on the O2, and they will eventually just suffocate. This is very, very good on this ship, not just because it gets you crew kills and thus better rewards, but it also means you don't have to use drone parts, which is why I started doing it on this ship in the first place. I kept having runs where I wasn't able... You know, sometimes you have to keep using ions and drone stuff into the mid-game. And if you're having to do that, being able to economize on drones in the early sectors is very, very valuable. So... And yeah, against level 102, this works very consistently. Against level 202, it can take a very, very long time. I usually end up using the combat drone to pop shields there. Strictly, the optimal play is to always just do this against any safe fight. But doing it against level 202, it can literally take hours. And I'm not that patient. Whereas this is actually fairly quick. You'll see... Once, I mean, you can see the rooms are already starting to change color a bit, and yeah, they've actually lost their O2. They'll get it back because we just missed 2 shots in a row, but they can't heal, so they're just gonna die. Are you kidding? Well, we just missed 4 shots out of 5, 5 out of 6, so this adds time onto it. We've missed 6 shots out of 7. That is ridiculous, but even with that, they can't fully recharge their O2. And they will therefore suffocate. Without that ridiculous run of dodging, they would already be dead. That's not an invitation for you to keep doing it. There we go. So yeah, that didn't even take very long. Normally I would cut something like that out. Okay, very, very good. We get a choice of a crew member, because this was a slaver ship. I am going to pick a rock, because they have the best blue options out of these. A mantis would be good as well for helping us fight, but I'm just going to take the rock. So we get to pick which one. We get scrap as well. So, if we get the right fight, I might actually train the rock to be my pilot. But for the moment, I'm going to go like this. I like rocks on piloting because of how slow and immobile they are, and that's generally a disadvantage, but not so much when you have in a pilot. Let's go here. We've gotten a solar flare and an auto ship, so we definitely aren't going to be doing any crew kill stuff here. We outright can't. Now, fortunately, they have no shields. Unfortunately, they have burst laser 2 and cloaking. Just put the combat drone up right away and see if we can ionize those weapons down. Get us a little bit more evade. That was good enough. Can I hit the cloak? Take that down. The sooner we get out of here, the fewer solar flares we get, so we might even be able to get out without taking any. The FTL will charge faster. I think we're going to take 1, unfortunately. Yeah, we take 1. Well, it's fine. It hit an empty room. We'll send our rock and a mant and an Engi to put it out. And that works very quickly. And now we'll jump up here. We will obviously attack the rebels, and we are O2 killing them. Let's see what level their O2 is. That's level 2, so this is going to be more annoying. I'm going to put the rock in there, and... You know, maybe we'll crew kill this with just the ion before they get fully trained, but maybe not. At any rate, I will cut this bit out because this could take a very, very long time if we are going to do that. I'm likely to eventually just put the combat drone up, but we'll see. So, I will meet you back in a bit. Okay, we're back, and I am absolutely shocked. That actually worked relatively quickly. I didn't even get a level of training on my rock that went quickly enough. I was expecting that to take ages. I actually thought my rock would be fully trained before that ever came close to working, but we just had a string of like 20 hits in a row. I'm going to steal the civilian supplies. Yeah, give me more stuff. I looked at the map before and spotted this store, so that's our target right now. Since our rock didn't get any levels of training, we'll swap people back. We will almost certainly get another training ship. So one path we could take here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think, do we have 5 or 6? I had a look at this. We have probably 6 if we don't have a doubling, so we could probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out. One moment. Okay, so we could just take maximum jumps before this store. The downside of doing that is if this store is a dud, we might want to look for a second one. Now, practically, we're not going to see this jump or this jump. Because, like, if we go here and it's dud, our fastest path is what? This, that. We definitely can't get there. We maybe could get this. But that would require leaving out both jumps. Now, we have 92 scrap right now, because we can sell the Engi medbot dispersal. But, you know, I'd like to have more, in case there's, like, hacking and an ion blast or something like that. That would be useful. So if we go this way, the downside is if this store is crap, we have difficult time actually getting to another one. We could maybe get to a second one if it was there. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out. I think given that there's only really... We're going to this beacon almost certainly anyway, and if that happens to be a store, we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and either 5, 6, or just straight there, depending on how much scrap we had. Since we're only really missing out on 2 jumps, and we're not even guaranteed to have a second store in this sector, I feel like we want to take the extra jumps. So let's go here. And we're going to get a map from this, actually. This is a great chance to train our rock up, because this ship cannot get through my shields at all. We're having very good luck in terms of fighting weak enemies so far. So I will meet you back when that's done. Okay, training's done. Our rock pilot is now in place. We unfortunately have no way to kill this ship without putting a combat drone up, because we can't do hull damage. Please don't get shot by the heavy laser. Okay, good. There's actually a pretty good argument that I should be doing this. Just to make sure that doesn't happen. We won't get very much scrap from this, unfortunately, but we did get a map. Let's see. Okay, there's not another store in this sector anyway. So let's just take these jumps. There's quite possibly nothing here, but maybe there is. We have 100 scrap clean, even if there isn't, which we in fact get a chance. Top option there has a chance to lose crew, so I just decided to scrap it. Let's see what we've got at this store. This is not really the store we wanted to see. The beam drone is kind of cute, but it doesn't really solve the problem with this ship, which is you want to get away from having to do ions and drones. There's no second ion to use, cloaking is too expensive, the backup battery doesn't do enough. So I think this store is just a dud and we keep our scrap and move on. We could sell the medbot dispersal here, but we don't need to. Let's get 1 point of repair, just for the sake of it, I guess. We don't need to, and there's a good blue option associated with it, although I'm highly unlikely to do it, because it requires us to upgrade the med bay as well. But, like, it might be useful in a boarding situation, and we're not getting anything for it right now, so we might as well keep it. If we had other augments, I would be more likely to sell, but we don't. Attack the rebels. Okay, this is an easy oxygen kill. We'll just have to fight off this border. Let's see, is this level 1 or level 2? It's level 2, unfortunately, so this could take us a while. Let's turn on the medbot dispersal. I think that guy died while going back. Let's find out. Yep, they did. Good. That means they won't board us again. So, I'm going to cut this out because it's tedious. Oh, I forgot to save crew positions after I trained my rock up. Let's fix that issue. So, I will meet you back when we have eventually O2 killed this ship. This could take a while. Okay, well, we're back, and I've been quite patient with this, and by quite patient, I mean this. I've had time to cross-train every single person. I've been at this for about an hour. I think I'm going to just use a damn drone. I just decided. I knew that training weapons up, I left that last because I knew that doing that would delay the ion chain, but by that point it was fairly clear this just wasn't happening. This is why I was so stunned that it worked the first time that we did this. I am just going to do something for later. Right, so we're putting a combat drone up to pop the shields. We need to be, our main goal now is to just make sure that we only have to use one combat drone and that we don't somehow end up using two, because they could hit it with a laser. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That was the timing didn't work out the way I expected it to. I'm letting them fire these lasers, so I'm very paranoid about this thing floating across in front. And unfortunately, occasionally the combat drone misses, and that messes the timing up anyway. And then you have to wait until the shields reset. But since we've already, this is very tedious, but since we've had a dud store already, the value of getting crew kills is just so high. Like, we could be forced into a sector next time where there's only one store, and if there's no weapons there, we'd be in big trouble. I don't want to waste, I don't want to, you know, risk the win streak on being impatient. How we power it. I'd like to have kept powering it there, but I'm very paranoid about those lasers. And then we missed anyway, so... Yeah, fundamentally, you just need so many ions to hit in a row to O2 kill a ship with level 2 oxygen, which is why I was just stunned earlier when it worked pretty much immediately. I didn't even get my Rock 1 level of pilot training. Are you joking? Okay, well there we hit the oxygen, but they're gonna just fix it. We may ultimately just end up killing this ship, which would be very unfortunate, but... Power now. I mistimed that. I time that as well. Part of the problem is this ship is really large, and that affects how the combat drone flies around it. It has a really big shield bubble, and that's messing my timing up. I think my drone is now in the right place. It's just timing, powering it at the right moment. And then they dodge the shots anyway. I don't know where my drone is. Okay, it was not in the way. Also, sometimes your shots collide with their lasers because they're still able to fire them, and that can mess the chain up too, like it did there. I do not want you to fire that shot. You fire that heavy laser so I can... I let that shoot there because I didn't want it to be in the way of the basic laser. I think honestly we're just going to kill this ship because this thing seems to have very high evade as well as everything else, which I know it can't have higher than 20% because I think that's the maximum the ship can have this early. But like even now with the shields down, my Ion Blast 2 is not hitting consistently enough. And we've done a bunch of hull damage by messing up the micro. So see, now it's actually lining itself up properly, except there we missed a shot anyway, so I need to depower. And there it missed as well. And there. And there. That was nerve-wracking. Like, I'm not able to keep this consistently ionized even with the combat drone. Repower now. Please just stop fucking dodging. Wow, that lined up absolutely terribly. Like, the color's not even remotely changing in the rooms on their ship. Nope. Actually glad they dodged that because I was just doing that to get it out of the way of their laser. It's starting to change. Just a little bit. Oh, oh, we're almost there. The one good thing here is that even if they get their O2 back, the damage will remain. So we are going to get the crew kill here. It's just taking quite a while. No, don't do that. The drone did a really fast double shot there, and I couldn't actually see where it was, so I couldn't tell that it was going to do that. Just take the shield bubble down. For God's sake. Now I have to wait for them to get their shields back again, but I'm going to do that to get it out of the way. Our ion shot hit one of their lasers there. No, god damn it. No. Oh my god. Well, they just dodged like crazy. We have to wait for their shields to recharge and for that laser to fire. Seriously, just constant dodging. No, you stupid idiot. I couldn't see it double firing there. Look at how close they are. God damn it. Well, that was very, very frustrating. Well, we're stealing the civilian supplies for sure. Yeah, our combat drone did too many double shots there, and I couldn't see where it was, so I couldn't tell whether or not it was going to do that. And we were so close to a fucking crew kill there. I mean, we got 18 scrap out of it, but we might have got a weapon drop. Oh well. Well, over to here then. Could you please have weak weapons and level 1 oxygen? Okay, well, it doesn't, but this is a storage cache. So let's hope there's a weapon here. Let's just ionize their piloting to make this fast. I suppose actually I should ionize the weapon so that that ion can't hit my drone. Weapon drop, please. Not quite what I wanted, but I can sell that. Potentially I could use that to get crew kills against things with level 2 oxygen, but the problem is that takes too many drone parts as well. Do we have another jump here? Yeah, it looks like it. There was nothing there. Okay, we've got a slaver. What are you hacking? Well, I mean, you actually absolutely need to be crew killed then. And they only have level 1 oxygen, thankfully. So we don't need to use drones here, which is very good because we wouldn't be able to. So let's just walk. I won't even bother cutting this one out because with level 1 oxygen it shouldn't take all that long. And you know, like, this is the kind of place where you might just discover this strategy by accident, because frankly, with the hack on your drones, how would you ever kill this ship using a combat drone? You would lose like 2 or 3 drones, because they'd keep blowing them up with the hack. Unfortunately, we won't get a weapon drop from this because they're slavers, and you never get weapon drops from that. They don't have default rewards, so the 1 in 9 weapon drop chance can't happen from this. But we can get a high scrap reward and potentially a crew member. Albeit a crew member is not nearly as valuable for this ship. We could get a Mantis, I guess, to round our crew out even more. If not for the hack, we could probably crew kill this specific ship with 1 boarding drone, because they have 2 Engis over there, and I think 1 boarding drone would beat them in a room that had no oxygen. But why even spend 1 drone when I don't have to? I'm probably going to set my piloted evasions record in this run, even if I lose, because of how many friggin' dodges I've got while training. Almost there. Yeah, it briefly went there. I can't believe we lost that crew kill on that last ship after spending so long on it. Stupid combat drone. Come on, stop dodging. You know you just want to suffocate. It would be best for all involved. You're slavers, you should just go. There we go. And we got another crew member. We didn't get the one where we got to pick, but whatever. We got a high scrap reward and more crew. We could legitimately go for a teleporter on this if we get really screwed over because we have double rocks, but I really, really don't want to have to do that because that would lock us out of hacking and cloaking. Well, we obviously go civilian here. That has more stores. Potentially 2 more stores. You know, we have absolute crap loads of scrap and we have a store to immediately go to. Now, this area down here is kind of hard to see. If we go there, do we actually have time to go back to this store? 1, 2, 3, 4, not really. So let's hope that this store actually has what we're looking for. We could buy both hacking and a weapon here, considering we have about 200 scrap once we sell everything. Okay, there are weapons here, good. I mean, there's not very good weapons, but there is 1 weapon that we want. Okay, we buy the burst one. We're selling the boarding drone, we're never using that. We don't see another store. I'll keep the medbot dispersal because, you know, we might have the opportunity to get that to give us... if we spot a distress beacon, we could potentially do that and then get a blue option. A very, very good blue option if it's the unknown disease event, which does happen at distress beacons in civilian sectors. But I wouldn't rely on that happening. So now we can use the burst laser one in safe. Well, in safe fights, we'll just keep O2 killing. We have this to upgrade onto for next sector, and we can use the combat drone where the situation is desperate. Now, the problem with having to upgrade onto the burst one is it's fairly expensive. It requires us to spend 85 scrap, but still, it's, you know, something that we can do. Oh, also let's now, I don't know why I didn't do that. Since this person has shield training, let's use that. We're going to go here and then there. Even if we see a store back there, we can't go to it, but it gives us the information that it was there. This ship we are not going to probably try to crew kill because of the missile. Although maybe we can. I don't think so. I mean, they're boarding and they have a clone bay, so there is the chance to crew kill. But it's not worth it. I think we just want to kill these guys and take their stuff. We've got a weapon now, so we just want to minimize missiles. Although on the other hand, if they do that and the Mantis comes over and we kill them, I'm not gonna complain too hard. In fact, let's do this for a bit. Because their clone bay is down. I don't think they'll even prioritize fixing that. Are they gonna just come board me? Yes, they are. Good. We can actually do this. Mantis is dead, they're not coming back. Well, they left that room, but I wanted to take that missile down anyway. And we'll get it here. Go! That's just within the ordinary scrap range reward, unfortunately. Or scrap reward range, I should say. Okay, go here. Get some free stuff. Okay, we don't see another store, so we go here. What we'd ideally like is to get like a flak and use those two weapons instead of these, because these two weapons are a little bit awkward against two shields. Should I get the piloting upgrade for this? No, because it's very expensive to get my weapons online. And the odds of this being that is not that high. Well, this fight's going to be annoying. Rock, go and do rock things. God damn it. Unfortunately, they've cloaked, but there wasn't a great deal I could do about that. Take that missile down. Oh, well, we got it there. And now we've hit their shields. Okay, good. The cloaking is down. That means this fight is over, and we should not take any more damage. Why am I not firing the ion blast? We take more damage here because I thought I'd clicked auto fire and didn't, so that was just a complete misplay. Ooh. Well, this can allow us to get crew kills a little bit more easily if we see any other clever people with level 2 oxygen. It's not really the kind of weapon that I had in mind, but hey, it's a weapon. Go fix that. In that case, let's upgrade this so I can run Burst 1 and Fire Beam. In those situations where we want to do that. I don't actually have anywhere to put this power right now, but that's fine. Go here and then there. Actually, maybe here. Yeah, this is better. Okay, this will allow us to crew kill a little bit more easily. We could ion kill this as well, but the fire beam is more fun. We have to break this off after one shot. Fire beam! Set fires all over the enemy ship. The medbay does make this slightly more awkward. That's a level 2 medbay, that makes it quite a lot more awkward. Is this level 202? Yeah, it is, so there was no way we were doing this with just the as already demonstrated. shields are already down, so let's just set as many fires as we can. Good, they've given up trying to fight the one in the med bay, which is the most important room to keep down. This is much faster than doing O2 nonsense. We somehow didn't set one in shields, but whatever. Like, they would eventually suffocate even without the fire beam because they're never fixing that room. Yes, I'm sure they are trying to escape. And there we go. So yeah, that's a much faster way to get crew kills against annoying people with level 2 oxygen. Can we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can. Yeah, we can. In fact, we even have extra jumps after that, but I don't know whether we can take them. Actually, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. So let's see if you have other weapons, or do you have... Okay, you don't have other weapons, but you do have a drone recovery arm. And they even have a defensive drone. I think we probably want both of those. We can still get our weapons up to 5, because it's 50 scrap for each of those things. Obviously, normally I would want hacking here, but it's not available, and there's other stuff that's quite good. The defense drone is really, really good missile defense, and the drone recovery arm means that we can spam whichever type of drone that we want for the rest of the run, and then we can get hacking and be very, very secure, because all our drone parts are just used for the hacking system. Defense drone, drone recovery. At this point, we sell the medbot dispersal. We're not ever going to upgrade to get that blue option, and it's 30 scrap, which we can use to get as much fuel as we can. And let's just do this immediately. Let's just make absolutely certain we definitely have enough space for that. Yeah, we do. As long as there's no double fleet pursuits, we're good. We get an outpost. Fire beam is not particularly useful against this ship because it has no O2. We could put up a combat drone because of the drone recovery arm, but why waste time? It could get hit by the laser, and it doesn't get recovered if that happens. Now we can do it. Make this fight faster. Double reward. Should I buy another power bar? Let's do that just in case I want to run the drones. Now we start saving scrap. We want hacking ASAP. We'll be very glad that of the defensive drone here. We'll get hit by a few solar flares, but it's fine. The Engi ships have very compact designs, so they're very, very safe against, in terms of the defense drone actually shooting things down. hence why I'm shooting at the cloaking instead of the weapons. I want to minimize the number of solar flares that we get hit by. Now we take that down. Okay, good. You get in the med bay. We're rejecting their offer. This one we can probably crew kill by just putting the defense drone up and fire beaming them. Or by O2 killing them, but again, fire beaming is more fun. Although, on the other hand, they have rocks, so maybe less so. Let's find out what level O2 they have. Level 1, okay. We'll probably just, because the fire beam does them hull damage, we could potentially put them in the situation where they decide to run away. So I want to be guaranteed of getting the crew kill, so we'll just use the ion blast to do that. We'll run them out of missiles. And then that should be easy enough. Once they're completely out of O2, we can set some fires on their ship to drag them away from the med bay. Or just use the burst laser and hit a few rooms. Our only danger here is that the heavy laser might hit our defensive drones, so we need to watch out for that. That was close. We should actually have the burst laser spun up just in case that does happen, so if it does, we can immediately snipe the weapons. Take that missile down. Just make sure, yeah, we aren't getting caught at the exit. I was a little bit worried, it looked closer than I had expected it to be. Okay, those are out. The O2 is starting to drain. They're dodging like crazy. At this point, it doesn't matter too much if they hit our defense drone, albeit it would cost us a drone part. In all likelihood, it will get hit at some point, depending on how long this takes. Yeah, maybe not. That's only a level 1 med bay, I can tell because their hit points are not going up. In that case, let's just use the burst laser one to snipe it. If it were level 2 O2, their hit points would actually go up, but otherwise, like a level 1 med bay only counteracts there being no oxygen in there. So your hit points remain stable. There we go. Get a fuel reward. Exit. Attack the pirate. This is the annoying early light surveyor with 2 shield bubbles. Can we fire beam this? They have double rock and Engi, but on the other hand, they can't hurt us. So we might as well at least try. Like, if we can distract them away from enough systems by setting enough fires, it may just burn their O2 down. But of course, they've got a clone bay as well, so this won't be easy. That's a pretty good lot of fires to start with, though. I'd like to start one in shields to really distract them. Yeah, they value shields very, very highly. They go to defend that, and meanwhile their O2 is draining. And that Engi has given up the fight. The rocks never will, because they're rocks. They won't ever run out of hit points until the O2 runs out. Just keep setting them in shields to make them run back. If necessary, we can snipe this room with the burst laser. I don't actually want the Engi to die yet, because if they come back, they'll just, you know, come back with actual hit points and be able to do stuff that's useful. No, you can't fix 02. I disallow it. Well, that's annoying. We'll burn it out again. Frankly, we could use the laser to snipe these guys. We just need the O2 to actually run out. Yeah, they now can't fix that. Good, they're running with the rock. Instead of the Engi, who's right there, they're using the much slower crew member. Actually, I think I'd rather just keep that up. Could you please hurry up and run out in that room? Let's pick the Engi off while that's down. No, I see what you're trying to do. You can't have your Engi back. There we go. And now we don't need the laser at all. 23 more scrap. These two sectors have been extremely lucrative. And abandoned or Mantis homeworlds. Well, Mantis homeworlds is easier to get crew kills on. Abandoned sectors have more stores, though. Like, our fire beam will be useless against Lanius ships, but it's fine. We can use Ion Blast, Burst Laser, and a combat drone against them. There's a store. Can we somehow get 4 more scrap before it? If necessary, we could sell the fire beam. It's sad, but I'm definitely selling the fire beam here for hacking. Yeah, with weapon hacks, we can use these weapons for quite a while until we get something that's more reliable as a shield remover than the Ion Blast 2. Do you have anything to help us? Yes, you do. Cool. You have hacking too. Thank you. That's very kind. Well, we definitely want to use a combat drone against this ship. And I think we want to hack as well. Although we can't level 2 hack. We don't really have enough power for it. But we need to do at least level 1. Let them fire the heavy laser. And we hack that down. Yeah, this is a little hard to coordinate. And they hit our damn combat drone. It's fine, we have a lot of drone parts, and we're not going to lose that many. And we got a double fire in their weapons. We might even be able to crew kill this. They have no med bay. Do you have a system repair drone? No, you don't. Let's see if we can do that, and then we don't have to put up another offensive drone, which we could potentially lose. Shoot them now, because... Are you kidding? We could preserve the fire if we can just hit those two and take their hit points down. Yep. They're dead. We just need to plug this guy once. Got it. Yeah, using both hacking and the combat drone is a little bit intensive on the power. Let's buy another power bar just so I can more safely do this. But yeah, what we really want now is another weapon instead of the Ion Blast. Sadly, our other store is in a bad location, and I don't think we can really get enough scrap to make it valuable. So we're just going to go around it and look for stores in the next sector. Attack the Lanius ship. Put a defensive drone up. If they weren't Lanius and immune to suffocation and not even having an oxygen system, this would be a very easy ship to O2 kill. They've dodged all 4 of our Ion Blast shots. This is why Ion Blast 2 is not a reliable weapon on hard. On lower difficulties, players often are enamored with this weapon. They're like, ooh, wow, on its own it can remove any level of shields. And it's like, well, yes, it can do that as long as enemies never dodge anything. But on hard, enemies scale up their evade too high, too quickly, and they scale their shields up really quickly as well. So it just doesn't really work that well for it. Over a long enough time period, it does work, but you know, you don't have infinite amounts of time in this game. Not unless you have hacking and cloaking, but like if you have hacking and cloaking, everything works. Although even cloaking doesn't work that well with this weapon unless you have stealth weapons. Contact the Mantis. Nice, we get a double reward from that. Doesn't look like we can get more than 4 jumps from this, even though I think we have space for 5. The pathing just isn't. It's either this, 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 and this, or this, 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 and this. Go here first. Maybe we'll get a map reveal or something. Nope. Okay, sure, go in my shields. Just use my rock to delay them because they're rocks, they have loads of hit points. You get out of there. Vent everything. Come fight me in the med bay and lose. My 2 Engis will crush you. You'd better run away. And let's recharge our O2. Yeah, in the next sector, enemies will start turning up with 3 shield bubbles, and there we're going to be really glad to have the drone recovery arm, because Ion Blast on its own really kind of struggles against that. So having drone recovery and hacking, rather, will make things a lot easier. Go here. We weapon hack again against this set of weapons. We might not need to use the combat drone because this version doesn't have, unlike the last one that we fought with these weapons, they don't have that overcharger drone. that effectively gave that last one 4 shield bubbles. So we can get 2 volleys off here and take the flak down, and as long as it's out, we can't take damage. We'll see if we get lucky and get another fire in there. Shoot the shields. Doesn't look like we're having much fire luck this time. Well, maybe. Only 1 fire, though. Let's make them fight their way in, gives it more time to possibly spread. Unfortunately, it didn't. Oh no, it kind of did. No, we're not accepting your surrender. I think they're going to give this up in a moment. Yep. Burn them. That got both of them, and 1 shot will kill Joel, and we'll get another crew kill. It doesn't matter that we fired 2, because as soon as 1 hits, the fight ends. Cool. No way of knowing which of these is better. Take the bottom path, I guess. We can agree to this, I think, because we have drone recovery arm. We could get Elanius by asking about the translation device, but that's not very valuable. I think we'll just accept this scrap. This ship is not very strong. We're definitely not hacking against this. And I'm going to try to not use a combat drone either, because it could get hit by something. Yeah, we are completely safe. We don't really need to keep shooting the ion blast there, but whatever. It's not like there's anywhere else that's particularly productive to shoot it at. Oh no, they have 1 laser. How will our shielding cope with this? And yeah, we lose a jump because of the way the sector was laid out, but there wasn't much we could do about that. No, I'm not buying crew. We've already got 2 extra crew members this run. Zoltan. I don't like having to go to Zoltan 4. Zoltan 4 is a spooky sector. Although we do get through Zoltan ships shields quite quickly. Now I have the question of whether or not I'm upgrading my shields immediately. I normally don't like going shield 6 this early, but Zoltan sectors are an exception because you can fight very, very dangerous energy bombers in this sector. I think that I'm going to do that, but I'm going to take a moment to go make some tea and think about it. Okay, I'm back, and I think I do have to upgrade my shields. We have no choice but to go to this beacon. The worst case scenario in Zoltan sectors, I mean, there's obviously the border police, which are very dangerous, but we have crew to deal with that. The really bad situation is if you fight, and this has happened to me, an energy bomber in an asteroid field that can have 3 shield bubbles, fast weapons, and double offensive drones. And if you only have 2 shield bubbles, and you have asteroids and a combat drone and maybe like an ion blast or something shooting at you, that's like having no shields at all. They rip through it very, very quickly. 3 shield bubbles makes you many, many times safer. The other things that I think lend themselves to this are, effectively, if we're fighting an enemy that has, like, our ion blast 2 will eventually get rid of shields. We just need time. And either, if we're fighting an enemy with conventional weapons, the 6 shields gives us more time because we're less likely to take damage. But if we're fighting an enemy that has missiles, well, we put our defensive drone up. So we're relatively safe in either of those circumstances. So while I'd like to keep this scrap for cloaking or an offensive upgrade, I don't feel that we need to do that now, and I don't think it's safe for us to do that now. So I have to do this, and I'm going to do this as well so I have the power for it. So that's very unfortunate. I'm probably going to take this path through the nebula, because this one up here has a bunch of forced beacons that I don't like. I think we have some of those regardless. But let's go here. Well, we can possibly crew kill this, depending on what happens. Start shooting that at shields. I don't want to kill this guy. I know you have an Engi over there. I just don't know how I con you into boarding with them. I mean, failing all else, we could potentially hack oxygen and get a crew kill that way. They're just going to board with the same mantas they used last time, unless... Can I hit this and take it offline? Ooh, we got a fire. Thank goodness. We have conned them into double boarding. They're going to put this fire out, fix the system, and then immediately board me with both of these two crew. Now, whether we can kill both of them while they're over here is another question. Can we get into there fast enough to... I don't think we can, unfortunately, because our pilot is a rock. Nope. Well, there is still a way that we can do this. Let's wait for a second. You can't leave my ship if your piloting is down. More important to kill the Engi than it is to kill the mantis. Yep, got the mantis. And the Engi. So, let's run them out of missiles. And then we can just kill them by hitting the oxygen. And the mantis will have to repair it. Mantises are terrible at repairing oxygen. And so they'll eventually just suffocate. But I want to run them out of missiles first, and we have successfully done that. I guess I'll keep powering that. Like, there's a possibility this gets hit, but nothing I can do about that. I don't know what level O2 you have. Only level 1, okay. We'll get this, and it's just a question now of whether or not our defensive drone gets hit or not. Okay, we haven't spotted an immediate store anyway, and we're never going to look at those beacons up near the top, so we won't ever see if there was a store there. I think we have enough. We have 4 more hits on this, and mantises take 25 seconds to fix anything, and it takes 82 seconds to run out of oxygen. Roughly. So this should work roundabout. Probably need to hit it twice more. Unless they manage to get autopilot dodges, which of course they can. But I still had to pull the burst laser up short just in case. Really? Twice in a row? Are you fucking kidding? I mean, admittedly, that wasn't an autopilot dodge. They did actually have a pilot for it. But their evade can't be higher than like 30% at most, and far less than that when they had the autopiloting only. Trying to ionize the O2 is kind of a non-starter here. I suppose we could do it if we really had to, because the shields are very heavily ionized, and we could land a couple of more shots if, say, they're not quite dead and only have one hull left. But it's far better to do this. I'd probably rather just use a hacking drone than do that, frankly. And I will do that if they aren't out of O2 after the next hit. Well, the next hit and them fixing that. But that won't be the case. There we go. That's level 2 med bay, but they will actually prioritize fixing the O2. So they could just stalemate me by going in there, although I could then just hack the system. But they will actually prioritize this, and our defensive drone got hit there right at the very end. How frustrating. We will avenge our defensive drone. Take that, you monsters. We got 39 scrap back. Kind of tempted to go here first just to spot these beacons, even though we probably don't want to go through them. I'm going to do that. I mean, we might do it. I don't know. Well, here's the border police. However, they're not very dangerous border police, and because we've upgraded our shields, they can't hurt us. So let's just kill the border police safely in the med bay, and we'll get a crew kill on this ship as well. We won't try hitting their oxygen until these people are actually dead and my crew are finished healing. You go in here for this fight. Now, let's find out what level O2 they have. Okay, let's try and fail to find out what level O2 they have. Only level 1. We might be able to do this with just shots. Zoltans are not as bad as Mantis, but the thing is, if we get a fire in there, Zoltans are very, very bad at fighting fires. They are more likely to dodge, unfortunately, because they have a pilot. So I may be forced to hack O2 or hack medbay. Spend a drone. But we'll try at least a couple times for a fire before we do that. The fire will not only delay their repairs and do them damage, it will drain the oxygen from that room, which makes subsequent hits on the room more potent. We'll try 2 more times. If we don't get any luck with that, we're just gonna hack. Like, level 2 O2 hack on its own would eventually kill these guys, because they only have level 1 oxygen. One more try. Nah, it's not happening. Well, we'll let them fix it and see whether or not it drains, but I don't think it does. Nope. And of course we get a fire, double fire immediately as soon as we hack. making it unnecessary for us to have hacked. Oh well, we lose a drone part. They're gonna go pop. Goodbye, border police. Now we have to wait for our hack to come off cooldown. Okay, we haven't spotted the store this way anyway. So we should have enough time to rebuild our scrap from those forced shield purchases before we actually spot one. Yikes. I don't like this ship. We are hacking those weapons. Can I tell what kind of bombs these are? I'm guessing at least one of these is an ion bomb. In fact, they might be double ion bombs, because these are charging very, very slowly. And that's terrifying, because they could, like, target my shields. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's double ion bombs. Kindly do not allow them to double ion bomb me. Weapon hack being very, very valuable here. Okay, no more evade means this fight is over. I'll leave one level of hack on the weapons to delay their repairs. Yeah, this ship is spooky. This ship with only 2 shield bubbles would be quite scary. Like, double drone ships generally are frightening when you only have 2 shield bubbles. They can make pretty quick work of them. Now, Zoltan Nebulas are generally quite bad, so I'm not going to maximize them. I'm just going to go here and then get out. Unless I spot a store where I can try to grind more money. Which I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there. I mean, I could just go there. I can't really afford cloaking without selling a bunch of stuff that I don't quite want to sell. 1, 2... I mean, one of these nebula jumps is probably the Zoltan Eye. Looks like I have not quite 4 jumps before that, but 2 in a nebula will be okay. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then out, and then there, and then towards the exit. Nothing here. This is probably the Zoltan Eye then. Yep. I'm not risking my crew. All you can get from it is a heal bomb. Admittedly, that sells for 20 scrap, which might be the difference in terms of me getting cloaking there, but your odds are not that great. This ship can get through my shields. It's not terribly likely to. We're going to weapon hack to make it safe and make it so instead of unlikely to do so, they're not doing it. Because their ions can't stack up. Their 4th crew member is a Mantis. That means that's the crew member they'll use to fix their oxygen. Okay, it's level 2. It's fine. Could even be level 3, I guess. But as long as we keep 1 shield bubble up, we're completely safe from these. And with the hack on weapons, we are pretty much guaranteed to do that. I will only hack if they get me down to 1 shield bubble. Which they did. Well, that buys loads and loads of time, and now my shields are free charge before they get to use their ions on me again. even if they were to very rapidly hit like all their first 4 shots, that's still too slow because my hacking will be back in time by the time they do that. This O2 kill might not work though, because they're dodging quite a lot and they have level 2 oxygen. Yeah, I think they're dodging too much. Yeah, the fire might help, although they have a rock, so that's going to eventually pull them. But it will drain the O2 from that room faster. Your crew choices are strange, but I respect them. Yeah, you go there instead. Now the problem is they now have 2 crew in this room permanently. So unless we get another fire, I don't think we're getting the crew kill now. No. Not accepting that. Yeah, they're fixing that too quickly. Also, our own O2 is starting to drain. It is worth noting. And we got another double fire, but I think it's too late. And the rock is going to put it out. We were very, very close. This rock is going to survive long enough to fix this. I mean, I'll keep it just in case, but yeah, they've fixed it now. Sad, no crew kill. Which, like, that could have given me the drop that I need to get something valuable at this store, but didn't happen. Oh, we got some free stuff there. And we've spotted 2 stores. I don't know that we can go to both of them, but we're definitely going to this one. Okay, well, there's no cloaking, but there are great things here, so we're getting them. Firstly, we're definitely buying this flak. I think we also want this hull beam, and then we sell the ion blast and get the long range scanners. Like, flak burst 1 hull beam is perfectly run winning, and then we just need to get our weapons up and get cloaking eventually. Yep, we do that. Probably use flak and burst 1 in most fights, but we could potentially do this as well. I want to save. There's no point going to this store now. I'm not going to have enough scrap for the only thing that I would want there. Do we have 2 jumps or 3? Only 2. We want to immediately save 150 scrap up again. Although saying that, I am going to buy all of this because our fuel is not that high. If necessary, we could sell one of our drones. Keep our sensors on, although it doesn't really matter. So, sad last couple jumps in this sector, but it's fine. Let our rocks punch these guys out. And out we go. Fend for ourselves, attack and escape. Well, we put a defense drone up and then we're basically safe here. I'll use the whole beam to win the fight faster. We can't really try to crew kill because they'll eventually spin the stupid Vulcan up. We probably could, but... Don't dodge two of our shots, it's annoying. The benefit of crew killing at this point is greatly reduced, although it's still there, so you get more scrap. But, like, we have the weapons that we need to win the run. We don't really need more crew. We just need cloaking. And I think we could win without it if we really had to. Let's go to that civilian sector. That wasn't a particularly high scrap sector. Sector 1 has actually been our highest scrap sector so far, but that was in part because Sector 1 was extremely rich and lucrative. Civilian sector, let's hope that the stores are at the back of the sector. So far, so good. One, two, three, four. That sees pretty much the first half of the sector. We are not surrendering to slavers. We can almost certainly crew kill this ship, as long as we run them out of missiles. We're not 100% safe, but... Let's let this person run away so they board me with the Engi and are fixing stuff with the Mantis. I actually want the burst laser here. I want to do targeted damage. Yeah, they're going to board me now with the Engi. We will pummel the Engi to death, and then we will hack and shoot their O2. I'm going to hack just because of the risk that my defensive drone gets shot and then we get hit by this missile. Oh no, we have to fight an Engi. Thank God we can do it in the medbay. It's level 2 oxygen. It's probably a good thing that we are hacking it. Even with a Mantis repairing. Especially if they're going to do stupid nonsense like that. We'll just hold off until they get their, until we get our hack back now. Because they've immediately got their oxygen back to 100%. Relay. Let's turn our weapons off for a moment so I can recharge my own O2 then, since it is also draining. Which of you is swamps? Your swamps. Okay, actually we ran them out of missiles in the end after all, so the hack wasn't necessary. But seems like they low-rolled on missiles there. Still, I'm not complaining. Are you joking? They haven't low rolled on dodges, though. They have plenty of those. Unfortunately, they will just eventually hit my defensive drone, but... Or at least they almost certainly will eventually just hit my defensive drone. Certainly I'm not going to eventually hit their oxygen. I haven't managed to hit it a single time, despite firing 5 projectiles at them, and yeah, they did eventually hit it. I mean, yeah, I need all 5 of them to hit to take that system down completely, but just doing 1 damage is good enough to start. It will stop it from fully recharging, and then we can hit it again. There we go, finally. And when we do, of course, we get a double fire. So we really did not need to hack this. But what was I supposed to... How was I supposed to know that? Let's take a look at the map. Well, unfortunately, both the stores were early in this sector. We're definitely not getting 100 scrap somehow from this. Maybe we'll get like a burst 3 to drop, along with a high scrap reward, and can sell one of our drones for cloaking, but most likely we're just going to that store and being sad if there could be 3 stores in this sector, so we're not completely screwed. But this is the importance of good pathing, because if we had taken that lower path, we never would have even seen these stores, and then we'd have spent the whole sector looking for them. We got a filthy human instead, which I can't sell you for cloaking. What's the benefit of having you on my ship? I mean, if there's a backup battery, we can get that. There isn't. There's a pre-igniter that we can't afford, and there's cloaking, which we can't afford. Oh well. We keep going. We will definitely have enough scrap to get, considering that we have long-range scanners. By the next time that we see a store, we will definitely have enough for cloaking. Hack these weapons. They have a mantis in their second slot, and that means we try to hit their oxygen. As long as we can desync these 2 weapons, we're completely safe. And we do it by doing that. I didn't want to set a fire there. That's gonna drag the Engi in. Of course, I could just keep firing at that room and do enough damage to the Engi that eventually they give up trying to fix stuff. Especially if I get another fire. Unfortunately, that's not happening because they're trying to run away now. Oh well, it was a nice crew kill we had here. Are you fucking joking? Well, that's what I get for being greedy. We're not surrendering to slavers. This is a high scrap reward whether I crew kill or not, and also their weapons are kind of dangerous, so we just try to kill this ship. We want the 2 projectile weapons because the hull beam doesn't do anything unless every single flak shot hit. I suppose we could use the combat drone. Let's use the combat drone to help me break shields. As long as we can take that charge 2 out, we're basically safe. Albeit that could be an ion bomb. You get out of there, we're not running our engines at the moment anyway. Fortunately, they wasted their ion bomb. Oh, did we hit their oxygen? Maybe we just suffocate them that way. I very much doubt it, but it depends on who's repairing. I can't see because they ionize my sensors. We're safe right now, so I don't see a reason to... Yeah, the ion bomb could hit my shields. And they fixed it anyway. There's also this risk. Now we need to really hit that room. Okay, good, that's down. And we got a double fire, so we'll get him this time. High scrap reward by rejecting that crew member. Now we need one more reward. We would already be at the cloak buffer had that last ship not escaped. I'd like to get my hull beam in play, but it's more important to get the cloak buffer. More slavers. This ship we almost certainly can crew kill, although actually those missiles, are they doubles of the same missile? If they're not, we can probably shoot them all down. If they are, they are. God damn it. Well, so much for crew killing this. Hack those weapons. Especially after that. We're not completely safe anyway, because this could potentially ionize our drone control. Yeah, I'm concerned about ships running away generally, especially ships like this that have cloaking. But maybe now that we've desynced things, we can actually run this ship out of missiles. Especially with the hack we have on that system. Will this shoot them both down? No. They're not desynced enough. I never saved Weston in a crew place, which is why he's just staying up there. Could you just not fail completely? Fucking double Engi's repairing here. I mean, they're nearly out of missiles now, but we've taken 6 damage, which we shouldn't have taken more than 2. We certainly shouldn't have taken that last 2. Are they desynced now? I think they are. Yes, now they're desynced. I'm still going to shoot this again. I'm paranoid about them resyncing. Their cloak will actually, unfortunately, cause them to resync, potentially. Okay, we got a fire in there, that Engi died. I guess I should have powered my engines there, that was a bit foolish. Maybe one of these burns down. I'm going to do a level 1 hack there. I think they've run out now. And I'm very angry at these people, so I want to kill them. If it's at all possible. Actually, I'm not even sure that it is possible now for me to do that, because of course they have Engis. If I can somehow put somebody who's not an Engi on repairing their stuff, we can maybe do it. Weston, get in there. Now, like, they'd prepare with the human. I'm worried about them deciding to run away. It's frustrating because we've taken 8 damage in this fight. But I want to get the scrap. I don't want these. This is a guaranteed high scrap reward anyway. Maybe if I'd kept that in mind, I would have just killed them, but... I don't care about their weapons, so actually let's just do this. Take out their cloak. One more whole beam kills. No, I'm not accepting a human with pilot training. I have one of those already. If we do this, that's possibly this beacon. And I don't see any reason not to go there. It doesn't prevent us from affording anything right now. Slows down weapon 6, I guess, but not by very much. We're very low on power right now. Okay, we got that down. That means we just need to run level 1 shields for a moment. When our hack comes off cooldown, we can run these weapons together. I'll actually use the whole beam because I want to... Well, we put a defense drone up, but that we should be safe there. It shouldn't get hit because they shouldn't ever get to fire their burst 3 at me. And the mini beam can't hit it. And yeah, we just need to eventually get a shot where all of these hit. I want to take their mind control out because I don't want to deal with it. Like, eventually we'll either get a shot where all these hit, or they'll be able to repower the laser, in which point they'll redistribute their power. Looking more likely to be the latter. Is that 5 in a row that have failed? Okay, finally. And now they can't dodge, so our next shot kills. This could be it as well. This doesn't really stop us from seeing any beacons that we wouldn't see otherwise, because we see this anyway. Going there, we just see the exit. 1 in 3 chance this is manually search. It is. And we get a mantis out of it. Do we just take these fights, or do we look there to see if there's another store? I guess we look there to see if there's another store. Wow, first try. Good thing too, because they shot my defensive drone down, but... Let's try to hit their shields now. Unfortunately, one of those shots actually hit their drone. I'm worried about them getting that missile back. Stupid buffer upgrade. Ah. Well, we'll probably have to put another one of these up. The beam drone at least can't hit this, so it doesn't fire a projectile, so it can't collide with our defensive drone the way the combat drone did. Oh, we did find another store, so we're rewarded for our correct pathing choice. Maybe. We don't know whether there'll be cloaking there. If nothing else, there's a repair here, and we could use that after that stupid double Artemis missile enemy. Do we take another jump before there? 1, 2, out. I think so. There's no encounter detected, but that doesn't mean there definitely isn't something that we can make scrap here. Yeah, like there could be that. Cloaking! Let's buy some drone parts. I want weapon 6 now. So I want some repairs. I'm going to actually keep the combat drone. We could potentially use Combat 2 and Combat 1 with this drone recovery arm. It will require us to upgrade our drone system quite heavily, but hey, we don't need to upgrade our weapons beyond 6, so we can do that. Yeah, let's just do that now. We're a little low on power. Our next few lots of scrap are going on that. I might dive now that we have cloaking, although actually our engines are too low. Let's not do that yet. Aid the civilian ship. We should be okay with just a defensive drone here. Yeah, those don't line up properly. Now they're using 2 weapons that effectively can't hurt me. As long as the defensive drone does its job properly. Didn't get a double reward, but let's get our power up. If we go here and get scrap, we can't actually spend any of it, so we're stuck at level 2 engines. Let's just get out. Zoltan Homeworlds, we're kind of past the point where that should be threatening. We have cloaking now, we have hacking, we have good weapons, we have double offensive drones, although we can't actually power the Combat 2 drone yet. We're going to work on engines next and power, and then maybe drones. Actually fights in a Zoltan Nebula? This seems bizarre. I don't know whether I want to go north or south. I want to take these fights first, but I might go here, here, there, there, and out. Depends on what we see. If we see more fights up top, we'll go that way. We can probably do this with just 1 drone. We also still want a backup battery at this point. Let's cloak the burst too. Of course it fucking did. Why would it not hit our defensive drone that was just sitting there? And of course they dodged everything. This is what I get for not using hacking. Well, we dodged. Are you kidding? That is fucking bullshit. We had 30% evade there, we dodged nothing. Well, they dodged 2 of our... In fact, they dodged 3 of our shots. And they're one of them... I mean, we didn't have any evade for that, but it was fine. Can we maybe eventually actually hit with enough shots to use our hull beam? Thank you. That only took like 5 fucking tries. But yeah, that's what we get for not using hacking. We end up spending 2 drones anyway and we take damage. Something's on fire. I think it's that room. Okay, maybe I was mistaken. I'm gonna run my Mantis around because I'm paranoid now. No, nothing's on fire. Let's look at the map quickly. Okay, there's more encounters up top. We go that way. Ideally, we'll get like another flak instead of this burst one, but it's fine if that's what we've got. Like with shield hacking, this will go way faster. We're just not using that yet. It'll also go way faster if I have, you know, 2 combat drones supporting it. Not sure how we get the power to run all of that, but we'll work it out. This ship will be a bit annoying to get through the shields. But I am once again going to risk not using hacking because we should be safe here. Now let's hit this side, because I want to take those shields down. This is quite early to fight 4 shields. Considering we're not in like a slug sector. They indeed hit my defensive drone. Why would they not? It says clearly in the description of defensive drones, gets hit every goddamn fight. What was even the point of buying the fucking drone recovery arm? My drones always get hit anyway. That missile won't stay up. Buy 2 more power bars, now we can start saving a little bit. We probably want drones 4 next, just so we can actually use the combat 2 drone. But we'll save 35 scrap first for the battery, in case we see it. Don't like this shit. We should be safe against it though. As long as one of their weapons is off, we're fine, and we can cloak this if it charges right up. They're also an Engi ship, so they won't run away. There's our Battery buffer. Hail the refugees. I'm gonna keep my drones. We could maybe crew kill this, but I'm not gonna try. Yeah, especially not with them firebombing stuff. I mean, my rock will be good at fighting that, although actually I think that double fire, even the rock will fail on. Yeah, maybe not if they manage to stun my other rock running through that room. Maybe not with the piloting upgrade. Yeah, we got it. Do we see a store? Not yet. Get cloaking up. It's the border police again. This is quite nasty. They've mind controlled my doors guy. How high a level mind control is that? Only level 1. But they will unfortunately run people around, and I can't regain door control while he's mind controlled. They're gonna run into my weapons, great. Somewhat spooky encounter. They were also able to clone them. Maybe take that offline. Stop them cloning all the free border police people. No, we can't. Well, it's fine. They'll get a bunch of free power, but it doesn't really matter. That fight was mildly annoying. Let's go this way. We're almost certainly diving in this sector. The exit is in a nebula, and it's also quite far over, so we get more beacons by just committing to a dive. Do we go here to see these two bottom beacons and then up? We could alternatively just hoover up everything up here and then head down through the nebula from this beacon. I think we do that. Let's just hack shields here. Nice work, guys. Really excellently placed stun bomb. 6 fuel would be interesting earlier in the run, but we're late in Sector 6. We should be fine for fuel. There it is, we found a store. We have 120 scrap, let's go there. There's the battery. It's the only thing here we want. Whether we dive back there or... I think we're actually going to hit here, down here, and then take these jumps in the corner. I don't really need another store now that I have the battery. And... I think this is a double dive. I don't think we have 2 jumps before this, so... This fight's not very dangerous. We can cloak those ions if they charge them up enough. Let's use the Combat 2 drone for fun. No. Combat 2 drone is not nearly as effective as you might think it is. It's not like it's double as effective as a Combat 1 drone or anything like that. It's like a marginally more effective Combat 1. But hey, it was free. Get 2 more power bars so I can use that more readily. More often I'll probably use defense in Combat 1. No, I'm not looking into the Zoltan Eye this time either. Yeah, I think this is better. These are 2 opportunities to make scrap. That was only 1. I'm just using a hacking drone here. I've learned my lesson about trying to reserve drones. I slightly mistimed that. I should have used the hull beam first, and that would have removed their piloting completely. I didn't know that they only had level 1 piloting, but I knew it would at least reduce the thing. And then my burst laser shots would have both hit. It's fine. Give me more power. Actually, I should have got my hacking up for next sector. That was a mistake. Whatever, we'll get a load of cloaking, a load of scrap here. One moment. Alright, we're back. Let's get our hacking up for Sector 7. We can now hack through any level of shields. And off we go. Nebula dive. We don't care. Should we blow this ship up? Don't know that it's necessary. I'll put a combat drone up at least, since that's free and using a hacking drone isn't. On the other hand, hacking drones don't miss their first 3 shots either because they don't take shots. Okay, one of their weapons is down and we can cloak the other, so we probably can just kill this ship. Yeah, we'll just blow this ship up for fuel and a few points. You know, we rid the galaxy of some rebels, that's just generally a good thing. I'm gonna go Zoltan. This is our third Zoltan sector, but like, all we really want is scrap, and Zoltan sectors are much higher scrap, especially with long-range scanners. The information I've been collating indicates that Zoltan controlled sectors are one of the ones where long-range scanners has the biggest benefit. Because like, there's a lot of empty jumps, but there's also a lot of fights that you can find if you know where they are. I don't care about the store. Let's go to this fight, then we go down and keep looking. Our third border police fight of the day. Let's put up the Combat 2 drone to help chew through this Zoltan shield. Turn off our O2 so these people vent. Mantis, go protect my O2. My cloaking, rather. We definitely use hacking against this ship. They're quite dangerous even without the border police event. Cloak now. Vent these fools out. Good. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Do want to keep venting these guys though. Border police go pop. Let's refill our O2 for a moment. I'm going here because there could potentially be a bunch of fights down here that we're not seeing. I particularly want lots of scrap because if we want to get our drone control up, that's very expensive. Participate in the study, give us free stuff. Nice. So we're probably going here, here, there, and then up through the nebula. Get our cloaking all the way up. So, triple burst 2s, and double offensive drones of their own. So this is just like a stronger version of our ship, except they don't have hacking and cloaking, so they're not, in fact, stronger. I actually want to hit their drone room because those drones on their own could take my shields down, let alone with these lasers. No, I'm not accepting surrender from you with your bullshit weapons. You can die. It's no wonder I didn't see any burst laser 2s in this run. You bought all of them. that was a little spooky. Yeah, see, as mentioned, you can find a lot of fights in Zoltan-controlled sectors. I'm going to hit here and there. Can I possibly get drone 6? I'm going to keep trying. I'm not going drones 8, that's insanely expensive. Just put the defensive drone up now. We actually don't need more than 2 shields here. Nice cloak. Naturally, they dodged those shots, so my combat drone didn't really do anything there. But it will probably eventually do something in this fight. Still need more power if we want to play both of those drones together. Depending on what they're hacking, this might be just a free crew kill. This is a free crew kill. Keep in mind, this is the same sector we fought that ship with triple burst 2s in Combat Drone and Combat 2. The game sometimes just, you know, it just rolls junk. They're going to put up a super shield. We'll wait until they do that. Then we'll hit that and hack their O2. It'll be a little annoying because we kind of need everything to hit. But, I mean, we can kill them just by hacking the O2. Level 1 O2 against level 3 hack doesn't last that well. And then we just eventually need to hit the Klunbei. I don't know why I powered the backup battery, I don't need it here. Maybe we'll just eventually blow all their drones up. But yeah, their O2 is already pretty much down. And of course we could use offensive drones to help take their shields down. It's just, I don't need to do that right now, so I'm not bothering. Okay. That's a level 2 thing. We probably will need to do that then. Can I hit those 2 rooms? Yes. And they're dead. Buy more power so I can more easily run my drones. Now let's start working on the shields. We're not submitting to this nonsense. You move out of the way there. I don't want you getting shot. Thank you. Slight mistiming there, but it's fine. Start working on the shields next, and then max the reactor out. More very strong ships. But as long as we can cloak these double burst 2s, we're safe. We can even do a really long cloak. And put both the combat drones up. Nice. That's up. We're gonna lose a lot of power here, but it's fine. This might be manually search again. It's not. We don't really care about this. Go after fuel, I guess. You only get a really good reward for crew killing here, and I don't think I can be bothered. So we'll just accept the low scrap reward and blow them up. Yeah, they're boarding me with a Zoltan, it looks like. No? Okay, oh no, they weren't boarding me with a Zoltan. They have one over there. I know because when they ran people around, the shield bubble went down. That only happens if a Zoltan leaves a room. Yes, come in and fight me in the medbay. That's a good plan. Their weapons are down already. Okay, they brought that back up. Yeah, you don't get very much from doing that if you don't get a crew kill. We can probably crew kill this. Like, we can mostly cloak that. Let's do it. Oh, I stupidly gave up my own door control and allowed them to run into piloting. Let's hit those two rooms. I would like to take the Flak 2 offline because or at least damage the weapons, because with weapons control, this fires fast enough that I can't cloak it every single time. Cloak that. Well, they're just coming back in the clone bay, but it's fine. Currently, they don't have anyone on weapons, so we will be able to cloak that every single time. I'll still try to hit it. And fail. Unfortunately, that's upgraded. Go and beat that guy up. There we go. Crew kill. Go here. So this ship is kind of hard to hit. They have 4 shield bubbles and a defensive drone too. Let's sneak our drone past. They've also hacked our oxygen, which it's a high enough level hack to cause us some concern. Ha. I have cheesed you. God, you're annoying. It's only level 1 hack anyway, so actually the O2 hack is not dangerous. Yeah, they were a little bit annoying, but it wasn't that bad. Sadly, there's not that many fights for us to find. Do we just go into this corner and see if there are any? Do we just take this? No, we don't take that. Let's just jump up here and see if there are any. I don't mind even double diving here. We're strong enough to deal with it, and we're getting a free repair. We have no scrap for the store, and we don't care about it. So let's just go here, there. We might be diving there. I'm not sure. Defense drone. We could maybe O2 kill this, but I'm not going to try. Nice work, defensive drone. No, we're not accepting that surrender. Buy more power. We have nearly maxed on reactor and we're not even in sector 8 yet. We'll see if we can make some scrap at one of these remaining jumps. You can see why I wasn't sure if that was a double dive or not. Well, we fight 2 of these, put up a defensive drone to deal with the missile. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to keep my... In that case, just put up an ordinary combat drone. You 2 go in there so we can tie them up in that room. Let you in there. I don't want you in my piloting for when I cloak the ASB. And the flak too. Let's do a level 2 cloak. We're not going to kill this ship, we'll just hang around until our cloaking is nearly off cooldown. Yeah, especially not after they do that. You go in there and fight them. Cloak, and then we get out of here. So we're going off to Sector 8 now. Did they get to board me just as my... Yes, they did. They got to board me in my shield room just as I ran out. Well, that's fine. Give me some combat training. It's about the only kind of training I didn't get. Frankly, Swamps has even level 1. I think Swamps here is going to set my record for most masteries ever achieved, because that's 9. We get some fights immediately. We might not be able to get a repair station, but we're probably okay. We'll go here, here, and there. I'd like to get one just to be absolutely certain, but given that we have drone recovery arm, I don't think we probably even need that. Defensive drone, go. We actually don't need all our shields for this fight. Unless they hack the shields, but we should be able to prevent them from hacking at all. Missiles down, put both combat drones up then. Can they just get the kill on their own? Yes. Max the reactor out now. Get that buffer upgrade as well. I'd also like to upgrade my battery because using this many drones is very power intensive. There's an argument with as many drones, I should just dump everything into shields. Sadly, that was not a not enough time thing. Still, there was enough there to do this. I'd also like to buffer my doors, because we will have a boarding phase. We're not exactly going to get many crew kills, and they will have mind control for the final phase. Wow, lots of fights. We go here, here, there. We could alternately go there, there, and then up via the back way. Unfortunately, it looks like the flagship's going to take this over. Let's go here first. Cloak this just to be sure. Combat drones, tear them apart. Cool. That was another not enough time event. That is pretty lame. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have enough time for that. They're going to go here, there, and then base, and they stop each time. So let's just do that. Alternately, we might turn around and cut the flagship off early, I'm not sure. Kind of have to decide now, I guess. Now we're going to go this way. Get the med bay up as well. Well, we chose poorly. They took over both of these right before we could get there. Well, we can escape from these quite easily. We're going to hack weapons and put up a defensive drone here, most likely. That was a lot of dodges. You're easy to vent. Get cloaking as close to being ready as I can. You're not going to shoot that down, are you? No. So let's get out of here. Are you kidding? It got taken over by 2 straight double missile ships. How annoying. Now these missiles are the same one. Fortunately, we've taken that down. Cloak. Oh, we got that just in time. That was a very, very fast lock-on. Okay, so they're jumping to the base, so we want our cloaking as near to being ready as we can. Defensive drone, block that. Get me out of here. Oh, we need to get you two out of the med bay, because they might hack it. They didn't, but they hacked my piloting, which is annoying. We might take some damage here. Oh, since they didn't hack my piloting, let's get you two in there. Hack that. Put that up. I'll just put everything on missiles. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm not even going to use the whole beam strictly efficiently here. Just want to make sure the missiles go offline. We might manage to get a crew kill or two, although I doubt it. Maybe if we can get people stuck in the side rooms, we might be able to get one that way, because there's a bug relating to that. RIP defensive drone. I mean, there's a lot of fire over there. But I don't think I get any here. Nah, we don't get any here. Let's just kill these guys then. Phase 1 down, we didn't take any damage despite the piloting hack. Phase 2, we shouldn't have to deal with the boarding drone because our defensive drone will block it. We'll open our internal doors just in case, but we'll wait for them to come to us. We might do the runaway trick, but we may well not. Lots of drone juggling going on here. It's not exactly often that I end a run with level 6 drones and actually 3 drones to fill the slots. Make sure to take that down on the first volley. Yep, got it. Switch drones now. Give me more evade. Do that for max damage. We didn't take the missiles down, but it's fine. Let's use real power for the cloak just in case. Yep, they're dead. So we'll have to deal with boarding. Our 2 combat drones are going to hack the Zoltan shield apart like nobody's business. We actually don't have anywhere to spend this 38 scrap. We need 2 more and we can't get it. We will jump to them in case we want to do the runaway trick, but we probably won't. Let's also... Now we have multiple people who are trained on piloting. So let's take advantage of that. They're going to mind control somebody. I don't know which somebody they're going to mind control. Ideally it will be Weston here. But just in case it isn't, I'm going to run these 2 people as pilots over there. We'll jump out. They'll be out of the room by the time this is done. And if it mind controls one of them, we run the other one into piloting and keep our full evade. And it did indeed mind control my rock, so I'm glad that we did that. No. So let's keep my pilot occupied in the med bay. My hack is useless right now. Combat drones go. Unfortunately, they're going to run here via my engines room, which means that we won't have 100% evade for the missiles anyway. I mean, these should be cutting through the Zoltan shield really fast, but seemingly we're just missing constantly. So yeah, we won't quite have 100% evade for this. Let's put a defensive drone up just in case. Wow, it shot 2 of them down. Cool. Nice work. You go fight these guys. My human is getting owned even with the level 2 medbay, but he has bought us a lot of time. Why have I not hacked their engines yet? Their shields, rather. Get those down. They should finally run out in a second. Yes, good. You two go in there. All power into combat drones. Use real power just because. Yep, got it down. You get in there, you two get in there. Combat drones shred them. My best shot is this. 0 damage. That was a little hectic because of juggling all the drones and actually dealing with the borders for once. But hey, we got it. And that is win number 22 in a row. So yeah, that trick of running the pilot out of the mind control, out of the pilot room when you don't have the mind control counter is quite nice to use on the ships where you have drone control. And it was particularly successful here because we had all those fully trained pilots from all of the training we did against that stupid ship with level 2 oxygen. I think we're going to have quite a good score on this one. We were very heavily upgraded. We had a full reactor. We even had level 6 drone control. And we had long-range scanners from quite early. Yeah, that's pretty good. Over 6,000. We did indeed set the skill masteries record, which I knew that was likely to happen. I mean, that's a very good, considering that's under 100 beacons, over 50 ships is really, really good. There were a few sectors in there where we lost a jump or two just because of how it was laid out. But we made a lot of scrap, we got lots of fights, and it was altogether a pretty comfortable run. So we have 6 ships left to go. Let's find out who's up next. 3, 2, 1, and go. Wow, first time out. I was not expecting that, and we've got Stealth C up. That is definitely the weakest of the ships that we have remaining, so that is something for us to look forward to. I hope that you enjoyed all the ion killing nonsense, and I will see you next time for Stealth C. Bye for now.